Welcome to Eli Works. This has been an exciting week. We're up over 100 viewers now. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys at work told me to buy pizza. I did, but I happened to eat it before this video, so a lot of good that does you. Anyway, we've been running into some problems, and I thought it was shielding, which I might still have some shielding trouble, or the machine keeps taking off in random directions. It kind of picks back up where it left off, and I came across somebody else asking about the same problem on the forum. It seemed like when their step remote wires were too close to the ribbon, they were getting some random stuff happening when you're printing off the card. So my case is pretty tight. Everything's real close together, so I think we're gonna spread that stuff out. I also did some shielding. Yeah, I just covered that cable with foil to the plasma, and then I did the Z and X-axis wires, and I shielded that in foil, and it's all grounded back to the case. These wires, even when stuff is bolted in, are right up against that. So I thought either I had a bad board for the drivers or the Arduino board was bad. I wasn't sure which, but we're going to spread some stuff out in a computer case I got from school and see if that helps us out at all. Thing I probably did wrong is I left this huge length of wire attached because I thought, oh, it'll open up chances to move stuff around and stuff. Well, I think that big ball of wire in there might be one reason we're having so much trouble. Buck converter. All right, fan. Dun 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 dun. Just in case your electronics case is the same model as mine, there's 2 slots at the bottom. You just loosen those ones, and 3 screws at the top you gotta pull out. I don't know if this power supply works, but I think you connect that green wire with the black wire next to it. Haha! Well, she works. 11 volts. 5 volts. Man, she purrs like a kitten. Meow. looks like that'll work. So this button's just a normally closed contact. And I'm just gonna wire this green wire through that. So when you hit the button, it just shuts off the power supply. Simple enough. I just made a quick little faceplate to fill in that hole. Mount the screen, card holder. There you can get at the memory card and get it in and out. I use the same standoffs I used for the Arduino for the screen. Originally, this is how I designed it. Can't forget about that USB port again, eh? I don't think that looks too bad. So these computer power supplies already put out 5 volts. So you don't really have to do much about that. Alright, I got 5 volts, E-stop works, 12 volts powered up. Anyway. A little bit of Gorilla Tape to hold some of this down. So I tried running this and I can't get the X-axis to jog, it just kind of vibrates. I had somebody else tell me when that happens to them, they're having connection problems. And I got an 8-pin connector here. And I wonder if that's the problem or it's one of the other connections in this whole mess. But I'm going to separate it out of here. Run a new cable. I'm just going to go ahead and run a new cable. You could just try and resolder all your connections. And I don't know. I'm just going to snip it off and off we go. So, for the X-axis, I was having some trouble with it moving, of course. Anyway, I ended up changing out the cable for this one. Either had a bad connection in these little cheapo Chinese connectors, or I had a bad soldered connection somewhere. I just snipped it off and put this new one on. I'll put a connector on it here. I'm going to do some testing first. At least if your fan's noisy, you know it's working. Off she goes. I put a dwell at the bottom. It dwells at Z0 and then pierces. Hopefully it keeps me from losing steps. Well, it did that okay. Step 1. This is the first test with the plasma cutter and the new setup. We'll see what happens. So, where it said media inserted there, that means it lost communication with the memory card. I've tried this before and it didn't work. So I loaded the program in Repeater host. Well, that didn't get us very far.